Hey everybody, DBS TCG Central here. Welcome to another pack opening video. If you guys saw today's thumbnail, you saw today we're doing the new Fusion World FRIEZA starter deck. So I decided I'm going to start covering Fusion World as well as Masters. Masters is not dying or anything like that. The new set is actually very promising and a lot of people are looking forward to it. It's very crazy, some of the decks that are coming out. And I'm actually very excited about some of the decks. But Fusion World, to you guys who do not know what it is a new version of the game. It's very streamlined, and it's to help newer players get into the game, as well as to make it possible to have an online client. So there's going to be an online version of this that'll work in unison with buying these kind of cards too. Because when you go buy like a starter deck, or if you buy a pack of cards, it's going to come with a barcode or a QR code that you scan, and you'll get the cards digitally on your, however you're doing it, PC, or I think it's just coming out for PC right now. But so that being said, these are like, you get double the value if you buy these in real life, and it's just for people to, you know, get into it a little more. A lot of people are playing a lot of digital stuff instead of going to real life tournaments. They can get used to it playing digitally, and then they can go and play in real life, or vice versa. If they want to like play at home, they you know, they don't get their fix when they just go once a week to their tournaments. They could play online, and you know, obviously it's for the company to make some money, but at the same time, it's going to get more people into the game. The real life tournaments are going to be bigger, and it's going to get a lot more people excited. The value of the cards are going to go up and everything. It's going to be great. That being said, I went to one of my local stores today and I picked this up. I also got the Broly deck. I will be doing another video with the Broly pack opening shortly after this one, probably tomorrow or the next day or something like that. But I just want to open this and show you guys what it contains and kind of what the cards look like and everything like that. And I'm going to pre-release tomorrow for my tournament, and I'm going to go in there and I'm gonna try it out, see how it is, and I believe I'm going to like it because it is literally Dragon Ball. They just changed some of the numbers, they took some of the mechanics away because they're starting fresh. But as the game goes on, it's going to gradually get better and just as crazy as Masters, I'm sure. But that being said, let's open this bad Larry. Okay. So I'm pumped. So I guess apparently the FRIEZA deck out of the starter decks is the most powerful out of the box, I've been told. All of them are kind of equal in power and strength. It's just FRIEZA really has the consistency going on for it. So, all right. So it's a little bit different than the other box. The other boxes would tell you everything that's in the deck. It doesn't look like they do that on these ones. Oh, maybe on the side here. Okay, yeah, so battle cards. FS, so... Oop. I'm not sure what FS means. I'm going to have to find out all these new terms. A lot of it is very, very similar. Just a few things are changed. Like, I don't know what FSD stands for. Starter deck, I'm guessing. FRIEZA starter deck, it seems like. So these are exclusive cards just for the starter deck. With the old starter decks for Masters, they would come with a lot of cards that were from in the set. And if you guys haven't seen this here, these are going for about $15 at my local store. It's a smaller store, so I don't know if they're trying to be nice with the price, but I've seen it as up to $25 some places where I've went. So I lucked out with these guys. But so yeah, like I was saying, with the old starter decks, look at this. For Masters, oh, it looks like it comes with a pack too. Oh, that'll be towards the end. Starter deck FRIEZA bonus pack, huh? 7 types in total. All right, so it could be an alternate art. I don't think it's a card from the set. If it is, that's crazy. But so same packaging as the old decks. Let's see what it comes with. I know that before it came with a playmat. It looks like we have this going on again. It looks a little more streamlined. It looks like they changed a few things. Let me see, we'll open this thing up. Okay, so we have our combo area, life area, energy area. So just like Masters, exactly the same. They just took away the unison area. the Z energy area and stuff like that, just because they, like I said, they subtracted a lot of things from the game so they could start fresh. But this is the deck here. FRIEZA, if you don't know what he does, he, when attacking, he draws one card, and at the end of your turn, you can choose up to 2 of your cards and switch them to active mode. So it doesn't specify what kind of card, first of all, which is crazy. So any one of your cards that you have as the game goes on, this makes this a really good generic leader, because as the game goes on, you're going to get more and more cards to be able to use this ability on. Definitely see this as banning potential eventually. So we'll see what happens as the game grows and stuff like that. But let me do this out of frame so I don't butcher these cards. But that's a very, very strong ability. And so far in this game, there's no counters like there was in Masters. And you just really go back to basics with blockers, attackers. There's no negate step. There's just a blocking step now. So it's gonna take some getting used to, but once you get used to it, it should be good. All right, so let's start with this leader here. Look at this thing. Oh, man. So thank God that the artwork is still good. They're reusing a lot of the Masters artwork, and some of the cards are very similar with their picture and their abilities, but some of them are completely different and changed. Okay, and his Unawakened side. When attacking, you draw 1 card, and when this card is at 4 or less, draw 1 card and flip this card over. He's a 15k. That's one thing you're going to see a little different from Masters is these cards, their power is a little bit more boosted. A lot of the cards here, too, like the 1-drops and everything like that. And I just think that's to help translate it into a digital form with the new game coming out and stuff. So when you're at 4 or less, then you awaken and you draw 1 card, and then choose up to, at the end of your turn, you can restand 2 of your cards. Very basic. Like I said, it's the first set of the new game, but out of all of them so far, this seems very, very promising. There is other leaders that have a lot of promise also, like the not the starter deck of Goku, but the next set that's coming up, there's a Goku that's coming in that set, and that looks like it's going to be top tier also. All right, so we'll start with these. We get 2 of these guys. So these are our boss monster, it looks like. And these are nice and foiled, too. They have a nice, nice foiling here. Textured and everything like that. So we got a 35k 5-drop. I think one of the big things is, a lot with cards and Masters, is they got snuck out in different ways with all the abilities on the card. So to get that, like, you would have to discard a card. And if your opponent has 2 or more less, 2 or more energy, you would discard discard a card, KO something, and then you'd be able to play it for like 1 energy instead of what the cost is. And I think that's one of the main reasons why they did it like this. So when you're playing the game online and stuff, you're paying 5 for something, it's coming out. If they want to make them more powerful, they just make them less energy and big numbers. You know what I mean? Instead of sneaking them out. I'm sure there's going to be different ways to do it too, and they'll figure it out like as they go along, but for now, I think they're trying to keep it real simple so that the digital client is real easy to understand and it doesn't confuse the game or anybody when they're playing. So 5k, double strike. A 5-drop, 35k, double strike. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and it can't be switched to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So really good. It's a little bit of control. 35k double strike is a pretty good beast monster. So that being said, not bad, especially for right out the gate in the game. Most leaders, they're about 20k on their awakened side. Broly, I believe he's at 25k when he's awakened. So this guy can still get through and do some damage, which is really cool. The next card is, you get 2 of these guys, 25k 4-drop. We got King Cold. He's a blocker. He's got 10k combo. And when KO'd, so when this card's KO'd, choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and KO it. Boom, see you later. So that's some removal. That's really good. Right out the gate for a starter deck. So those look like those are the ones that I got foiled, and everything else is kind of common and uncommon type of stuff going on here. All right, so first off, we get 3 of these guys. Choi, So he's a blocker, and when you play him, you draw 1 card. He costs 3 energy. Boom, plain and simple. See you later. These deck profiles are going to be a lot faster than they were with Masters and stuff like that. So this guy here, he is a 20k. He's a 2-drop. He's a 5k combo. Blocker on play. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So he's a Self-Awakener. You only get 2 of them. That's good. I'm pretty sure for this first pre-release event, the only thing you're allowed to play is a starter deck right out of the box. So you can't really customize your deck too much yet, but when the set releases or when the whole game releases next week, I believe you can just add whatever you need to your deck. So that's really cool. But 2 Self-Awakeners, really good. I think that's where the consistency comes in with this deck right out of the box. 30k Shashami. Vanilla 4-drop 30k. Boom, see you later. Now remember, you can restand these too, so it gives them a little bit of protection so your opponent can't swing into them. Also, these blockers, a lot in this game, these are the biggest blockers so far. They're 20ks, so if your leader or their battle cards are 15ks or something smaller, these things are going to stay alive, which is just super valuable right now because the defense in this game isn't that great at the moment because there is no counterplay window. And there's a bunch of stuff that they're still waiting to drop on everybody, so everybody can kind of ease into this game. All right, so the next 4, we got a 1-drop 5k and a 5k combo. Sorbet on play, you just draw a card. Boom, cantrip, you just play it, it replaces itself, and you can use it for combo fodder after it's played. 4 of Tagoma here. He's another 20k 2-drop vanilla. Simple, see you later. 2-drops are pretty good because they're lower at the same, and they're 20ks. So on your opponent's awakened side, they're usually a 20k, so you won't have to combo up at all. And if you do combo, they'll have to combo over this also. So it's really not bad at all. It's pretty good. All right, so then we got 15k 7-drop Chile, but this is a super combo. So it's a 10k combo, and on your opponent's turn, when this card is using a combo from your hand, this card gets 10k power. So I believe it turns into a 20k on your opponent's turn for defense. So this is kind of how they're swapping out the no negates. You're getting protection with these cards. So you get a 20k super combo. You don't draw a card like in Masters yet, but 20k to defend yourself is pretty good. The next one, 4 of this 1-drop, the Dodoria. Just a 1-drop blocker, very simple. Kind of reminds me of Masters when the set first came out. There's a Dodoria that was a blocker. 1-drop. So 10k. This one can die easily because he's 10k, so a lot easier to get killed. So not as easy to defend and keep him on board. But for 1 energy, you play him. Turn 1, you have defense right out the gate. Good to go. Next card is a 1-drop FRIEZA 10k with a 10k combo. On play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch to rest mode. That's really good. If you need to attack into something, get it in rest mode so you can attack into it. That helps out really well. After that, we got 2 of FRIEZA with his second form, it looks like. And when attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and then choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 3 or less and switch them to rest mode. This thing is actually pretty hardcore. Some pretty good removal because all the blockers right now are pretty much under 3 or less. So this card is actually great. And you can add up to 1 card. So it'll help you awaken if you want to. You don't have to take a life if you don't want to either. So that's crazy. Alright, so the next one is a 3-drop 25k vanilla FRIEZA 10k combo. It's so crazy that it's vanilla, but it out of the box, this thing compared to all the other ones does a little bit more work, you know. When the set comes out, that's where we're gonna get a little more mechanics. We're gonna get a little bit more in depth with everything. 1-drop 15k, which is actually pretty good Because when your opponent's not awakened, this 1-drop can actually do damage without you having to combo. So that's good. But also another vanilla, which is crazy. And I think in the main set, there's I'm pretty sure it's a Ginyu Force package that comes in that. And when you use this leader, it's super powerful. It's more like a rushy type thing. And I think having some of these cards are important, but I'm not 100% sure. So here's Golden Death Beam. So these, when they're white like this, these are extra cards, and it'll say it right here. So they're being they want you to just know the difference, because a lot of people I remember in the first game had no idea what was what and who was who and what was going on. They thought extra cards were battle cards. It was crazy. Active main, choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with energy cost 3 or less and KO it. So that'll just 1-drop KO a blocker if you need to get by when you want to swing. Or just if you need to get rid of a 3-drop or anything like that. 4 of these, a little bit of removal, not bad. But if they have blockers, and you need them out of the way, that's what you need. So this here, 1-drop Death Ball. Activate Battle, which is always good. Choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards, and it gets plus 15k power for the battle. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It costs 3 or less, and switch it to rest mode. So you're playing this. This is instead of negates, like it's an extra card. Like they're not negating, but the battle's going through, and then you're going to use this to combo out of it and save yourself a life. And at the same time, you're also putting something 3 or less in rest mode. You could do this on your turn when you're attacking, and you can beef up your leader to a, what's he on this side? A 20k. So you could turn him into a 35k and blow up a blocker, or no, choose it. So you could choose one of their blockers and just put it in rest mode if it's 3 or less, so you can get through. So you know that's pretty good. That's not bad. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then we also get a few things here. So this is an energy marker. In this game, it's just like Masters, but when you go, is it first? I'm not sure if you go first. I don't know if it's if you go first or second. I think it's if you go second, you get an energy marker. So what happens is you'll put down, your opponent will put down an energy, they'll pass turn, and then you'll put down an energy, and then you'll put down this energy marker. So you'll have 2 energy for the turn. After your turn, this goes away. And it kind of like levels the playing field, and it kind of like gets everything a little bit more even, because a lot of the times if you go first in this game, in Masters, you had a huge advantage. So that is what that is, the energy marker here. And you can use whatever you want. Oh, look at the back. I didn't know it was a white version of the Dragon Ball cards. But that's cool. You can use whatever you want. I might use something a little more fancy, like a nice card that I have. Maybe I'll use an old secret rare as one of my markers, because they're not, I can't really use them in this game, you know? And then this is the card here. I'm not going to show you the numbers, and I'm going to claim them first. But this is the stuff that you get for when you buy a pack, or if you buy a starter deck. It will come with this, and then you just scan it. And when you have the online game, when you have the digital game, you will get this starter deck on that game, so you could play it on there. With the packs, it's a little different. When you get the packs, you get a pack, and then you get a code, but the code is completely randomized. So you get a booster pack in the game, but it's not the cards you're going to get in your booster pack. It's going to be random. So it's like you're buying 2 booster packs, one for online and one in real life. So it's really cool, and the value is just crazy with it. But okay, that's the video, and let me know what you guys think of Fusion World. Tell me if you guys want me to cover a lot of Fusion World. I know that a lot more people are already hyped and already into it. A lot of people didn't even know about Masters are getting into it, because when One Piece and everything got really popular, and Digimon, it brought a lot of new players, and they were a little late to the party for Dragon Ball when all this came out, and now they're excited about Dragon Ball and they love it. And I think it's going to work and get a crap ton of people in. I have a large play group. I'm lucky enough, but I hear around the country it's a little dry some places for Dragon Ball Masters. But we'll see what happens if this gets people interested. Maybe they want to graduate to something more advanced, then they want to start playing Masters, and then we get some real crazy battles going, you know. But tell me guys what you think, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, which will be a Broly starter deck pack opening for Fusion World. So have a good one, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.